In today's lecture, we are going to talk about a new subject, that is suffixal homophones. Before starting this subject, we have to clarify what do you mean by homophones. A homophone is a word that is pronounced the same as another word but differs in meaning. So homophones are words with the same pronunciation but different meaning. Two. 3 words with the same pronunciation but different meaning. Flower. 2 words with the same pronunciation but different meaning. Right. Again, 3 words with the same pronunciation and different meaning. So we have a lot of words like these words with the same pronunciation but different meaning. We call these words homophones. Homo means same, phone means sound, so the word itself means the same sound. So again, homophones refer to words with the same pronunciation but different meaning. In this lecture, we are going to talk about a suffixal homophone. Now we know what is meant by homophone. And by suffixal, we refer to suffixes. It means that we are going to talk about the suffixes that are pronounced the same, but they have different meaning. So a suffixal homophone is a suffix that is pronounced the same as another suffix, but differs in meaning. For example, ER. We have 3 ERs. Each one has a different meaning, but all of them are pronounced the same. The first one is ercp. The second is ER nominal, and the third is ER repetition. All of them are pronounced the same, but each one has a distinct meaning. So the first example is about the ER. We have 3 ERs, so we have 3 homophones, suffixal homophones. They have the same pronunciation, but they differ in meaning. The first ER is ercp. This ER is one of the 9 inflectional suffixes, so it is inflectional. ercp is inflectional. And it is a homophone because it has the same pronunciation as ER nominal and ER repetition, but it has a different meaning. The second one is ER nominal, NM nominal. This ER is a homophone because it has the same pronunciation as ercp and ER repetition, but it has a different meaning. This ER is derivational, not inflectional. ER repetition, the last one, is ER repetition. ER repetition is a homophone because it has the same pronunciation as ercp and ER nominal, but it has a different meaning. That is why it is a homophone. It has the meaning of repetition. This ER is derivational also, not inflectional. The first suffixal homophone of ER is ercp. ercp is an inflectional suffix because it is one of the 9 inflectional suffixes in English. So it is an inflectional suffix. It is added to adjectives to make a degree of comparison. So it has the meaning of comparison. For example, clever, cleverer, tough, tougher, deep, deeper, nice, nicer, soft, softer, big, bigger, etc. So the first suffixal homophone of ER is the ercp, which is an inflectional suffix. The second suffixal homophone of ER is ER nominal, NM nominal. It is the short form of nominal. We have 2 types of ER nominal, and to differentiate between these 2 types, we have to look at the part of a speech to which it is added. If it is a verb, it is the first type. If it is a noun, it is the second type. Let's take the first type. ER nominal is added to a verb. When the ER nominal is added to a verb, the verb becomes a noun. That is why we call it ER nominal, because after adding the ER, the word becomes a noun. This ER is derivational, not inflectional, because the inflectional ER, ercp, is added to adjectives only. So any other ER is derivational, not inflectional. ER nominal is derivational, and it has the meaning of the doer of the action, that which performs the action of the verb, the doer of the action. When we add it to verbs, it indicates the doer, the one who does the action. Let's take some examples. Work is a verb. When we add ER, it becomes worker. Work is a verb. Worker is a noun. Because we added ER to work, it becomes a noun. And it has the meaning of the doer of the action. Which action? The action of working. So worker means the one who works, because ER means the doer of the action of working. Send is a verb. Sender is a noun. After adding the ER, send becomes a noun. That is why it is called ER nominal. It has the meaning of the doer of the action, ER. As we've said, each morpheme has a meaning. And ER here means the doer of the action, the doer of the action of sending. And sender means the one who sends. The one who sends. Because we have ER. And ER means the doer of the action. Paint is a verb. Painter is a noun. Painter means the one who paints, the one who does the action of painting. Act is a noun. Act is a verb. Actor is a noun. Notice that ER here comes as OR. Sometimes it is ER and some other times it is OR, but mostly it is ER, not OR. Well, actor here indicates the one who acts, the performer of the action, the doer of the action of acting. Which action? The action of acting. So in all of these examples and in many examples in English, verbs are turned into nouns by adding ER nominal. And this ER nominal is derivational because it is not an inflectional suffix that is added to adjectives like ercp. And because it changes the part of a speech to another part of a speech, it changes the verbs into nouns. And it has the meaning of the doer of the action. This is the first type of ER nominal. The second ER nominal is the one that is added to nouns, not to verbs. So this ER nominal is added to nouns. And it is derivational because it is not inflectional. It is not added to adjectives. That is why it is derivational. And this ER nominal is added to nouns, but it doesn't change the noun into another part of speech. The noun remains a noun, but with a difference in meaning. This ER nominal has a different meaning than the ER nominal that is added to verbs. The ER nominal that is added to verbs, it has the meaning of the doer of the action. But the ER nominal that is added to nouns, it has the meaning of that which is related to. Let's have two examples to see what do I mean by that which is related to. For example, teenage, teenager. Teenage and teenager are both nouns. So teenage is a noun. After adding ER, the noun remains a noun, but there is a difference in meaning. Teenage indicates a stage of one's life between 13 to 19. Teenager refers to the one that is related to that period of life, the person that is related to that period of life. So the ER nominal here is added to nouns, and it has the meaning that which is related to. New York, New Yorker. Both of them are nouns. New York is a city, it is a noun. New Yorker is also a noun after adding the ER nominal. Now, New Yorker means the one that is related to New York, the person that is related to New York. So this is the meaning of ER nominal that is added to nouns. It has the meaning of that which is related to. It doesn't change the noun into another part of speech. The noun remains a noun, but it has the meaning of that which is related to. So both of them, both ER nominals, whether they are added to verbs or to nouns, both of them are derivational, but each one has a different meaning. So you have to differentiate between the two types of ER nominal according to the part of speech to which each one is added and according to the meaning of each one of them. The third suffixal homophone of ER is ER repetition, ERRP. RP stands for repetition. This ER is derivational, it is not inflectional, and it has the meaning of repetition. This ER is questionable, it is problematic, because this ER is not clear whether it is a suffix that is added to a base or it is part of the word itself. Because in some words, if we separate between the ER and the rest of the word, what remains is not a base. That is why we can say that it is part of the word, it is not a suffix. However, in all of the words that contain this ER, the meaning of repetition and continuity can be seen. That is why we say that the ER that end these words is ER repetition. Let's have some examples of the words that contain ER repetition. Chatter. In chatter we have ER repetition because the meaning of chatter indicates continuous trivial talk or a series of quick high-pitched sounds. So we have repetition and continuity of talk or repetition of sounds. So the meaning of chatter indicates that we have repetition and continuity. That is why we say that the ER in chatter is ER repetition. Jabber. Jabber also contains ER repetition because the meaning of jabber is fast, excited talk. So we have a continuity of talk in jabber, a continuity of action, and a repetition of action. That is why we can say that the ER in jabber is the ER repetition. Glimmer. In glimmer also we have ER repetition because the meaning of a glimmer indicates the repetition and the continuity of light. So glimmer contains ER repetition because the meaning of this word indicates repetition and continuity. We have some other words on page 97. We are going to stick to those words in this page and in the exercise for words with ER repetition. I'm not going to bring anything from outside the book. You have to memorize only those words in this page.